This problem is called sum of left leaves. Really all it is you want to go through a tree and keep track of every single left node you see, every single left node child that you see, and add them all together. So for example, in this tree, it would be 9 plus 15, and we'd want to return 24, right? So the way we're going to do this is we're going to recursively traverse the tree using Inorder Traversal. So let's just define a function called traverse that takes a tree. And so if you don't know Inorder Traversal, essentially what it is, hold on, let me just correct this typo. Essentially what it is you traverse the left node, you do something to the root value, and then you traverse the right node. Okay, and obviously you need some sort of base condition so you don't loop forever. So yeah, so this is kind of the template that we're going to be working off, and you can actually solve a lot of problems with just this basic template. But let's talk about this one. So you want to keep track of every single left child. So in order to do that, you'll need some way of telling a node whether or not it's a left child. So what we can do is we can pass that in as a function parameter. So when we go to the left side, we're going to tell the left node that, hey, your parent, because of your parent, you're a left node. And then when we see a right node, we're going to say, hey, you're not a left node. So then we can do something like this. We want to do something to the root val, right? So let's try this. So let's check if it's a left child. And if it is, we still need to make sure that it's a child node, right? So the definition of a child node is that it has no left subchild and it has no right subchild. So that'll look something like this. If not left root, and if not right root. Okay, so this is all the criteria that we have to satisfy. So if we see something, when we get to this point, we can do something like this. So self.count plus equals root.val. And at this point, the problem is basically solved. Let me just delete that comment. Now all you have to do is call traverse on the root node. You want to pass in false because the root is not a left node. And then this will populate this variable up here called self.count to the correct value. So at that point, you're going to want to return self.count. And that's the problem. It's order n time, constant space, and really at its heart, it's just Inorder Traversal. I hope that helps.